Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Underground channel. I decided to do a review on an EverStart Jump Starter 750 peak amps review. Pretty much everybody's given such a bad review on this thing, and I wanted to clarify some of the bogus lies they're telling on this little jump starter. I ain't being paid to do a review on this EverStart jump starter. I wish I was. I wish they would donate me some other jump starters and I would do reviews that are getting very bad. I would help this company out. First, this is what it is when you go to Walmart. It's a cheap item. Under 40 bucks, it's a jump starter. And it has an air compressor in it. And also it has 2 USB charging ports. Now I'm not going to go through the demonstration of making, showing you that this thing works or anything. I want to show you one thing on here. And what everybody is ripping on this company is about the beeping sound. Everybody says they can't get it to stop. And they say it's junk. That beeping sound is for a reason. And all these reviews on YouTube is really jumping down this company's throat. Now, I've had it for one day now. And I've tested it out. And I'm going to just tell you because it's dark outside. And I'm not going to show you unless I get some people that, drop some comments down below. And let me know what you think and what you want to know about this unit. And why it's beeping and all that stuff. Now I'm going to show you what everybody is talking about that's junk and they can't get this beeping sound to stop off is it's not beeping now. Or if you plug it into the USB ports, it don't beep. And the reason why this thing beeps like this, as you turn it on, which way does it go? There. There, do you hear that? The reason why it beeps is to let you know that it's on. And the reason why it continues to beep every now and then, and like that, I'll turn it off now because about every few seconds it beeps. This has a purpose. Everybody's saying it's junk because it won't stop beeping. The reason why it beeps is because it's letting you know it's on. And it's staying on. So that you will go back after you've done your thing to jump start your car. You go and turn it off. And if you don't turn it off, it keeps letting you know it's on and draining its battery. It's actually a battery saver also. So if you leave it on like a lot of people do because they forget about it, it drains the battery and then you got to go and charge it again for the next 1 or 2 or 3 cars. Excuse me. So all these videos on YouTube talking about this beeping. I had another jump starter that never beeped and I would leave it on and forget about it. When I come back, I go, oh, I left this on. So I turn it back off, and then I go to jump another car a few days later. I have no way to jump it because the battery's depleted. So that's one issue I wanted to talk about that this company is getting a bad rep about, was that beeping. So now you know why it beeps. It's so that you turn it off when you're done with it. And If you forget, it beeps so that it reminds you and it keeps telling you it's on. So, if you don't like the beeping sound and you don't care if you forget it, and the next time you go to use it, you have no way to jump your car because it's dead, then you got to charge it somehow. I mean, it's just common sense. It's a pretty nice jump starter for the cheap price it is. For under 40 bucks, you're getting 750 peak amps. And this will start just about anything. Now, another YouTuber got on here and said it would not jump his car. You probably heard it. Maybe you bought this unit, or maybe you decided not to bump it because of his review. And I went and watched his review. And he put it on the car, he turned it on, and he left it on for a few minutes thinking it would charge his battery up to get a jump, to jump his car. Several issues of watching his video was that he left it on because his battery's dead, and then the jump starter ain't going to start the car because he left it on thinking he's charging the battery. Another mistake is blaming on this unit. It's not the unit's fault it wouldn't jump the car. He has a dead short somewhere, and that's why his battery is draining down. And because he plugged it up to his battery, turned it on, and didn't jump his car immediately, with this bypassing his battery, he couldn't get the car started. What he should have done, if he would have known that he has a short, probably in the positive side, being grounded somewhere with a frayed wire or a wire that's touching metal, and then he's got a dead short ground. And that's why this was not starting for him. And then he gives a bad review on this company, and it's not the company's fault. It's his fault. What he could have done to fix the problem was take the negative off the battery post, connect this to the negative, and then put it on the positive post, take the positive post off. He could have jumped the car, the alternator would have kicked in, he could have took this off, turned it off, saved the battery for his jump starter, and he would have known if the alternator keeps the car running, the alternator's good. If there's a short, him taking those off would have killed this after he turned off the car, because this would be his battery for his car once he did it that way. There's so many reviews on here. I'm not going to go through them all. I just wanted to help this company out. It's called EverStart, sold by Walmart, and they're getting a bad rep for nothing. Actually, I kind of like the beeping sound, so I don't forget to leave this thing on. It's cheap. It's not as good as maybe some of the top models out there that can take a lot of abuse and takes a lot longer for them to drain, but this is just an emergency cheap device. You go to Walmart, you leave your headlights on, so you go in, buy this, it's cheap, start your car, and it usually works. There's a lot of good reviews about this very thing. People left their lights on at Walmart, so they go in and buy this from Walmart. It jumps their car, and they save the tow company coming out from jumping them all that money. For, I think I gave like $37, $38 for, or no, it was $36, but it was about $40 after tax. and this thing works great. Now then, I'm not getting paid by this company to do reviews on their things, because EverStart's getting a lot of bad raps. Just like this EverStart inverter. Everybody's giving bad reviews on this EverStart 120. You go in and you pay about $9 for this. And for what it is, if you ain't trying to abuse it or overload it, excuse me again, with something that has over 120 watts and you try to run this, it's only built for 120 watts, not no more. This is another emergency device, or just to plug it up in your car to charge your batteries or your cell phones. If you're living in a van or a camper, or you're in a tent or something, this is a great item to have. For $9, you cannot beat it. But a lot of people are giving bad reviews to this company called EverStart. And if EverStart would ever want to join me, I would do reviews on all their products and debunk all these people saying they're junk and stuff, and show you why they're saying it's in junk, and they're actually being dummies, stupid, or ignorant to what the devices they buy are capable of. Now, going back to this, I have 6 bad batteries. My 2500 Chevy Series 2500 van, it has a bad battery, and to put a battery in it, it's $100. My F350 Super Duty van box truck, its battery is dead celled, and I can't afford $100 to get a deep cell battery. And then in my camper here, I've got 4 dead batteries trying to run electricity in here, and the batteries go dead within about a half an hour after I get them all charged up. That's why I bought this. So I took it out, and my battery died while I was in Walmart, and I didn't have enough money to buy a battery to put into my van to solve the problem. But I did have enough spare change to go pay $36 for this, and I came back, put it out. There was enough charge already in it from being store-bought. This is the box. I just took it out of the box, connected it to my van, started my van right up. And then I was doing something with my dog in the back of the van. She was acting up. I went back there, and I got into my van and was getting ready to take off, and I forgot I had this under the hood. But I kept hearing this beep, beep, and that told me, oh, it's still under the hood. So I popped the hood, picked it up, and the reason why my hood was shut, if y'all want to know, because I'm going to get comments on this, it was pouring down rain, and I didn't want this getting wet. And I just bought it. That's why I shut my hood, then went and attended to my dog, and then my van was running, and this was still on, but it was beeping. So I don't know if I could overcharge this and blow it up, but the beeping sound, I could hear it from outside, and it saved me from finding out that test if I could leave it on the van. So this little box is getting a bad rep on YouTube, and it shouldn't, because for what it is, for $36, it does its job. Now, I didn't test the air pump, because I got an air compressor. Big old gigantic air compressor in the back of my van, because I do body work and paint cars. And so I didn't test the pump. But if somebody has a flat tire or something and I'm not close in my van, big old heavy carry, a good handle on it with a rubber grip that actually feels good in the palm of your hand, and it wouldn't slip easy, and it's very comfortable to pick up. It weighs about maybe 12-15 pounds. I guess I could look on the box to see if it tells how much it weighs. I don't see it, and I'm not going to waste any more time. Excuse me, I got hiccups bad. Making a gigantic 1 hour review. I figure 15 minutes is enough. Now then, I want to show you another thing. I don't know if it'll come on when it also has a very bright LED light on here, and it's badass. EverStart, for as cheap as it is. Let's see if it comes on by itself. Yep, it came on by itself. Let me turn this over. Look how bright this thing is. And there's 2 bulbs in there. Let me turn it off. I'm going blind. Oh my goodness, I can't even see where the button is now. There it is. And then it's got a really nice Indiglow screen on it. I still got 12.8 of juice in here. The battery's up to 12.8. Usually you like it around 12.6. Bare minimum when you go to jump start a car. I mean, it probably will do it lower, but most batteries will operate around 12.6 when you're going down the road and your alternator's running and it charges your battery up. But this is pretty cool for 36 bucks. And when you're charging, these turn off so you don't surge power whatever. And nobody's going to have this plugged into a computer or your cell phone while you're trying to jump start a car anyways. And it has on and off switches right here for the USB. You can turn it on and turn it off. So let me know what you think. And if you want to scan it, you can pause it and scan it. And this UPC symbol will give you the information you want online, or you can just go to other reviews, and 95% of the reviews I looked at, all negative, and that's because they're not using this properly, and they're trying to exceed the limits of what the manufacturer built this thing for. This is just a cheap emergency device for somebody who don't have a lot of money, and like if you lift your lights on at a Walmart, instead of calling a towing company or having somebody come at 36 bucks, you save some money and go out and jump your car and just keep it. This thing is small enough that it would fit in a lot of glove boxes or under the seat of your car, or you could throw it in the back of your trunk. So I just wanted to give EverStart a heads up and let them know they're getting bad reviews for nothing. Your jump box is good, and people just don't know how to use these things. They probably don't even pull out the instructions and read it. There's a good sized booklet in there, tells you everything. If they just sit down and read it, then they would know how to operate it properly for a cheap item. So, y'all have a nice night. Drop a link down below. And my next video is, I'm going to be remodeling a fifth wheel with a 15-foot slide out. And once I get over 5,000 subscribers, any subscriber from tonight and on till I got 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to give this fifth wheel up to raffle. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, or if I'm allowed to do that on YouTube, but I'm planning on that. If I can do it, and how I'm going to do it, and how maybe I can make a little bit of money on the side. So, you want to subscribe, watch all my other videos so you know what this channel is about, and let's see you on the flip side. Y'all have a nice night. God bless you, and have a good night. And leave comments down below. And if you like this video, click like and click the bell. And when I have other videos or I do more reviews on EverStart, all their products, I plan on doing reviews for everything that's EverStart, because they're getting bad reps on everything. And I'm pretty sure that for what they're paying for, and it works. It's just, it jump-started my 350, it jump-started my 2500 Chevy, and no problem. And these are big trucks, big vans. If it can do that, it can do your small car. Y'all have a nice night. Sorry to ramble. Good night.